In Marakkanam, a small town near Villupuram, Tamilnadu, almost 12 people died due to consumption of spurious liquor. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister orders CB-CID probe and suspends the district police SP. Sources said 37 persons were undergoing treatment in Villupuram and 3 at Jipmer, Puducherry. Why? What is this spurious liquor? It's not the one we are thinking as it's shown in movies. Spurious liquors refer to illegally produced or counterfeit alcohol beverages that are often made using low quality or toxic ingredients. It's often produced in unlicensed or unauthorized distilleries and may not undergo proper quality control measures. The consumption of spurious liquor can be extremely dangerous and even life-threatening due to the presence of harmful substances. The preparation involves various methods, but common practice includes diluting or adulterating genuine alcohol with cheaper, low-quality ingredients, or just add harmful substances such as methanol, industrial alcohol, or chemicals to increase the volume or potency or kick of the liquor. These practices are illegal and pose significant health risks to consumers. The spurious liquor can contain various chemical components harmful to human health and can cause death, such as methanol. Methanol is a wood alcohol. It's a highly toxic substance. It's often added to increase the alcohol content or as a cheap substitute for ethanol. Methanol can cause severe poisoning and can lead to blindness, kidney failure, and death if consumed in high quantities. In some of the cases, industrial alcohol also used. Industrial alcohol is not meant for human consumption and can contain higher level of impurities and toxic substances such as heavy metals, solvents, and other chemicals that can cause organ damage, neurological problems, and even death. In some cases, spurious liquors was contaminated with heavy metals like lead, which can lead into the beverage from poorly constructed or contaminated distillation equipment. Chronic exposure to lead can lead to neurological damage, cognitive impairments, and various health problems. Sometimes they are using pesticides and chemicals in production of spurious liquors. These are all harmful chemicals, and pesticides may be used to adulterate or increase the volume of the beverages. These substances can have toxic effects on liver, kidney, and nervous system also. Some cases they are consciously contaminating and adding impurities to the spurious liquors. It's often produced in unregulated and unhygienic conditions, which can result in presence of various contaminations and impurities. This may include bacteria, fungi, molds, and other microorganisms that can cause infection and other health problems. There are several reasons why people might consume spurious liquor despite knowing the dangers associated with it. Main factor is cheap compared to legally produced alcohol, making it more affordable for daily wages and poor. It's basically mass attracted or in remote areas. This is the only option. The spread of culture of consuming spurious liquors in India is a complex issue with various contributing factors. One key factor is the presence of large populations with varying levels of income and limited access to legal and regulated alcohol. This creates demand for cheaper alternatives, which leads to the production and sales of spurious liquors. Additionally, the lack of stringent enforcement of regulations, corruption, and inadequate awareness campaigns about the dangers of spurious liquors contribute to its prevalence. To combat production and distribution of spurious liquors, both national and international enforcement agencies are involved. In India, NCB along with the Excise Department and local police forces, they are responsible for monitoring and enforcing liquor laws. The Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, the FSSAI, plays a role in regulating the quality of alcoholic beverages. Additionally, CBI and the Central Bureau of Narcotics comes in cases related to spurious production and distributions. On global scale, organizations such as Interpol work to coordinate efforts among various countries to combat illicit alcohol production and distribution. Each country has its own law, enforcement agencies, and regulated bodies responsible for monitoring and taking action against spurious liquor production as it's associated with criminal activities. Loss. Step aside, man. There are several tragic incidents of spurious liquor related to death in India over the years. In Gujarat, Ahmedabad, 2009, over 130 people died after consuming spurious liquors due to alcohol contaminated with methanol, leading to mass poisoning. In 2011, Sangrampur, West Bengal, more than 170 people lost their lives due to consumption of toxic spurious liquor, and methanol was identified as main toxic substance in the illicit alcohol. In 2015, Mumbai, Maharashtra, about 100 people died after consuming spurious liquors contaminated with methanol. The liquor was sold in slum areas and was of poor quality. So, what is the solution? To address the issue of spurious liquors, it requires comprehensive and multi-phased approach involving various stakeholders, including government and law enforcement agencies and the community. That's us. So, authorities should focus on strengthening law enforcement efforts to identify and shut down the illicit liquor production and the distribution networks. This includes conducting raids, seizing illicit distilleries, and prosecuting those involved in the production and sale of liquors. Educating the public about the dangers of consuming spurious liquor is crucial. Government agencies, NGOs, and community organizations can conduct awareness campaigns, highlight the health risk, and promote responsible alcohol consumption. Government should also enforce strict regulations against the quality measures for the production and sale of alcohol. This includes licensing and monitoring legal alcohol vendors, ensuring the compliance with safety standards, and imposing penalties for violations, heavy penalties for violations. So, collaboration between government agencies, law enforcement, health departments, and community organization is essential to effectively tackle the issue. Sharing information, coordinating the efforts, and involving the community in reporting and preventing the sale of spurious liquors can make a significant impact. So finally, it's important to note that addressing the issue of spurious liquors requires a multi-phased approach and involving stringent law enforcement, public awareness campaigns, improved access to legal and regulated alcohols, and efforts to address socioeconomic factors to contribute its demands. That's it, guys. We'll see another video with some useful information. Thank you.